I got this before the price increase, but after all the other ones. Greetings, Luxe lovers. Welcome or welcome back. Thank you for joining. Today I'm going to share a Chanel unboxing. Now, admittedly, this is a few weeks in the making, so some of these may or may not be in store anymore, so I apologize, but I thought it would be interesting to share some of these goodies. So again, first I will start with the smaller item, so I'll come a little closer so that you can see. This one, so the first one is a bag, which we'll definitely talk about later. And I was in such a good mood when we get into the story time that this was another item that I had in mind. And I asked the SA if he had it, and he was able to order it for me. So we have inside, let's see. And some of you may already know what type of product it is. And so here we have some Chanel costume jewelry, but it's these really, really pretty gold-toned shell earrings. So I will put on some mod shots at the end, but I just thought, I saw these online. Admittedly, I saw them on one of the shopping vlog YouTube channels. If I can find it, I will credit them below. But I just thought these were the coolest. And I'm typically not a costume jewelry person, but there was just something about these. And so the way that they come off is there's this like slit that you can take them off on the top. And so I'll give you a little preview of, there's some, it looks like rainbow crystals in the CCs. And maybe you can see against my hand that there's a few little pink crystals that line the bottom of this scallop shell. And it is just so cute. In the pictures that I saw online or in the videos, I couldn't actually see that these little crystal details were down here, nor could I see that the crystals in the CC were rainbow, but they are just so pretty. And then if I turn around on the back, there's the little Chanel official stamp. And the only thing weird, again, for this price point is the backings are these plastic wide backings. Now, the nice thing about the wide backings is that for larger earrings, they won't make your ears droop because that wide backing will actually kind of make sure that the earring is lifted. But I mean, you can buy these on Amazon for really cheap. So you would think that Chanel would have their own maybe custom jewelry backing, but they don't. And so let's see, let me get the other one so that you can see these pairs. I'll try to see if I can maybe take some pictures in the sunlight because this lighting is a little tough. But I was just so drawn to these, and maybe I can kind of put it against my ear so that you can really see. And I'll definitely put in like regular mod shots, but it's pretty big for the ear. So it's not small by any means, even though it looks like a simple stud. The shell part actually, comes right off of the ear. And so we'll test out on this side. So it's pretty big. But there's just something so beautiful about I don't want to call it gaudiness, but it is a bit of like extra celebration. The summer's coming. We're going on a trip in the Caribbean later this year. And like, we don't go on many trips. So to me, I'm like getting very excited about dressing up. And this is very much a context specific piece. Like, these are not everyday earrings. It's not even, you know, every month type of earring, but it's, you're going to a beach or you're going to some kind of seaside resort and you need something for when you go to a nice dinner. And these are gonna be your go-tos. And I'm okay with that. I know that Chanel costume jewelry is getting pricey. Again, I don't buy a whole lot of it, but I think I just got caught up in that shopping, you know, swirl where I was like, and do you have this in stock? So again, they didn't, but the SA that I was working with was able to order them. So I'll have more mod shots. And if you follow me on Instagram, when we go on our vacation later in the summer, I'll be sure to show these in action because I really can't wait to wear these at the appropriate time. So I will put these back. And if you know which season, which Chanel season these are from, let us know in the comments just so that others can learn. But I got them early 2013. So it's either a 23 collection or a late 2022. It's probably cruise now that I think of it because it's like shell themed. But these are just so cute and I cannot wait to wear them. To me, it's like, it's understated enough because it's a stud, but it's a big stud, and then you got the sparkles going. So I'm just very excited about wearing those. And now we'll get to the bag unboxing. So I don't know if you know or if you can guess what this is, but type it in the comments below if you think you know what it is. And let's start. Full disclosure, I did open this before so that I could make sure that things weren't getting squished and that the quality was good when I got home, just to double check. But we have all of the beautiful wrapping. We have the care booklet, the beautiful wrapping on the bottom. Let me put this to the side. We have this beautiful black dust bag. And here we go. It is the new small Chanel Deauville Tote in black fabric with the champagne gold hardware. So I have had my eyes on a Chanel Deauville Tote, and let me give you a close-up of the information, which I still have. Hopefully you can see that and some of the info below. And I'll tell my story as I start to unwrap this stuffing and put it to the side. I don't buy a ton of Chanel, but I do have a lot of Chanel in my collection because I would say before I really got on the Hermes train, a lot of my bags were from Chanel. So I'm happy to do a Chanel collection video if you guys are interested. So here is all the stuffing to the side. And as you can see, the tag is still on. I did, but the story goes, I was browsing around probably after the holiday season, and I went into the Chanel boutique near me, and I actually saw a beautiful white Deauville tote, and I was really interested in it. Which is funny that I say as I, am holding up the black Deauville, just to give you guys a view of this bag and how beautiful it is. And then I went into, for some reason I went into my local Neiman Marcus to see what they had, and to see if they had the white, because I figured, for some reason I thought I would buy it from Neiman Marcus. And then I saw this sitting on the shelf, and again, this is from the 22A collection, so late 22, and I was in Neiman Marcus early January of 2023, and they had this. So here we are with the Deauville in fabric in black. So things do come, I guess, in dribs and drabs back into store. So it's good to know, because I had the white one with the gold hardware in one hand, and I had the black one in the other hand, and I was able to really, I had to make a call really quick, because the white one was what brought me in, but the black one, which I knew was fairly rare, was right in front of me. And I got the whole spiel of, this is one of two in the whole country, etc., etc. Whether that's true or not, I'll never know, but I knew I had to have this one. And I was completely influenced by Hello Catwalk City. Hi, if you ever see this, because I really loved her bag. And so here it is, amazingly, I was able to get one as well. So I'll walk you through. I'll get a little closer. Here we have these beautiful chains, and I hope you can really see. I'm not sure if you can see how nice that this champagne hardware is. And I'll show you the inside of the bag. Again, there's many reviews on it. It has this very neat detachable pouch. And we can look into the pouch. Very nice. It's kind of like feels like a stiff linen type of inside. And it has this little claw. So that stays in there. Here's the back, the little back chain detail that everyone loves, and I love as well. But yeah, it's very much a linen inside. Here's if you flip it to the other side, here's the microchip you can see in the corner with the two pockets, one larger and one for a phone or sunglasses. So here's the back, which doesn't have the logo. And here's the front with the logo. So very black on black logo. It looks like it's stitched, but it might be embossed. Actually, I'm not sure if it's stitching or if it's just an embossing that looks like stitching. So we'll see how that wears. But one of my favorite ways, there are multiple ways. As you can see, the chains have this backstop, so you can't take off the chains, but you can do a lot of really fun options with this bag. You can pull the chains totally inside the bag, so that there's a little sticker on there. So you can pull all the chains from the bag so that the leather straps are just kind of on the side, like so, and then you can still, so that the chains are hidden. My personal favorite way of not using the longer chains is actually just to take them out and then pop them right inside the bag, so that it looks like that, and you can hold it like this, but you still see a little of that sparkle, which I guess makes me happy. Again, I love the fact that it can go in the crook of my arm if I want. I also love the fact that, again, we have those smooth handles where, you know, if anything gets on there that's like dirt, you can get it off. Or you can just use it on your shoulder. And I'll do some more mod shots. I'm just trying to, like, you know, reach and show you guys now. But honestly, this is probably how I would use it if I was out with my kids, strolling the mall, you know, going to a family member's house, and I just wanted to put some stuff in. And then I also have an organizer that I'd like to share. I think in that same video, Hello Catwalk City talked about the organizer that she looked at, and so given her feedback, I did buy the Zoomoni organizer for this. And I went with the thicker felt one because I did want that shape. And I also went with the kind that has the removable water bottle insert. So it comes in and out with Velcro. But I just like the fact that if I had a water bottle, I could put it in. If I didn't have a water bottle. And then just like that, it matches really well. I think the color I got was Jasper Tan. And it just adds a little more structure. It's nice because the insert is low enough that you can still access the original pockets, but then it gives you many more pockets to be able to add stuff in and put your water bottle. So it adds a little bit of weight, but I think that is minimal compared to the fact that you can just put so much in this, and that it's so practical, and that, you know, we've been talking about quiet luxury as a trend now. If you want people to like kind of know what you're using, you can have it out this way. And then if you don't, you turn it around and it just looks like a nice black work tote. So that is my latest Chanel unboxing. I'd love to know what you think, or if you have any questions. I know there has been a lot of information out here on this tote, and I'm just so happy to have been able to add this one to my collection, because this is one that, you know, I think would be a big regret if I passed by. But what I'll also want to share is some pictures of other Deauville totes that I was considering over the course of, like, literally, it might have been a year or two. Ones that I've tried on and then it wasn't quite right, and this one was just right. So thank you for joining me. I'd love to hear if you have any questions, comments, things to think of. I'd love to know what you think about these earrings, and I'll show some mod shots of those. So thank you for joining. If you've had fun, please give it a like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!